Good morning investors, my name is Will from the KOSEC dealing team. The day is Thursday, the 13th of June, and here is your pre-market wrap. Now, it was a mixed day for our local session yesterday. Despite a mildly weaker lead-in from the US, our index opened higher and rallied in the first hour of trade. However, throughout the day we gave up a lot of those gains and actually drifted into negative territory, ending the day down 0.04%, or down a loss of 2.6 points at 6,543, and thus ending a 5-session winning streak. It was mostly the materials space that did a lot of the heavy lifting in early trade. A 5% jump in the price of iron ore saw some of our big miners moving into positive territory. Rio Tinto, BHP and Fortescue Metal all posted good gains, which helped boost the index. However, this wasn't enough to offset the loss in the financial sector, which was weighed down heavily by the big four banks, which all finished in negative territory. In company news, Afterpay Touch came out of a trading halt after it announced that it was doing a capital raising, and the stock jumped 6%. Wesfarmers hit an all-time high after it agreed to acquire online retailer Catch Group. However, it gave up a lot of those gains, and similar to our index, actually finished weaker by 0.8%. $7.8 billion worth of shares were traded, 580 stocks finished higher, 608 finished weaker, and 404 finished unchanged. Taking a look at our top performers for the day, Emeco Holdings announced a rise in its earning projections and jumped up over 14%. Ausdrill, Saracen and Fortescue Metal moved up 6.5, 6.4 and 6.3% respectively. And Afterpay Touch rounded out our top performers with a rise of 6%. Our worst performers for the day were Challenger Financial, which was weighed down by the broader weakness in the financial sector, and it fell 3.7%. Core and Cleanaway Waste followed suit, falling 3.2 and 2.6% respectively. Taking a look at the broader Asia Pacific region, and it is clear that the ASX wasn't the only index experiencing softness. The Nikkei, Shanghai and Hang Seng all fell 0.35, 0.56 and 1.73% respectively. Europe didn't fare much better. The French CAC and German DAX fell 0.62 and 0.33%, and the FTSE dropped 0.42%. Taking a look at the US now, and it was the big tech players that put pressure on the market and caused a pause in the June rally. The Nasdaq dropped 0.38%, the S&P 500 and Dow Jones were slightly less affected but still dropped 0.2 and 0.17% respectively. Taking a look at commodities now, and gold has moved back up on speculation that the Fed might cut rates in the US. The precious metal rose 0.45% to $1,337 US an ounce. Silver followed suit, rising 0.14%, and copper took a slide, dropping 0.8%. Oil has had a huge price decline. After the US announced a big jump in US stockpiles, Brent crude fell 4.01% to $59.79 US a barrel. WTI fell even more, dropping 4.11% to $51.08 US a barrel. The US bond yields have also dropped, with the 10-year sitting at 2.12% and the 2-year sitting at 1.87%. Our currency is relatively flat, with $1 Australian dollar buying 0.693 US cents, and our SPY futures are looking like a very mild start to the open with a rise of 0.03%. If you have any questions about this or any of the other day's trade, please feel free to place a call through to myself or anyone from the KOSEC dealing team, and we'll be more than happy to help out in any way we can. Thank you and have a nice day.